Hickman on his way. Little bit of airlift on the front wheel as he hits the top of Bray Hill. Oh my goodness, Peter Hickman has overshot at Braddon Bridge. Here is Peter Hickman. He lost all that time. Where will he be on the leaderboard as he goes through Glen Helen? He is down in 9th place. Peter Hickman up to 6th. Peter Hickman up into 2nd place now. Well, the gap now is down to a 1/10 of a second at Ramsey between Hickman and Dunlop. It will be Peter Hickman who wins, 4.4 seconds, a lap record, 134.4.
Where does this rank then in amongst all the achievements you've had so far in your career?
It's pretty high. You know, I'm lucky enough that I've won at British Superbike Northwest, also Grand Prix Macau in the past, and now obviously here at the Isle of Man TT. So it's yeah, it's pretty well up there, to be fair.
Peter Hickman, another of those who's been tipped. He's got his first TT win. He bagged that in the Superstock TT earlier in the week. Can he grab win number 2? Peter Hickman in 2nd place. Dean Harrison continues to lead. 5.8 seconds the distance this time. Boy, have we got a race on our hands. Harrison was 5 seconds inside the lap record at Glen Helen. Peter Hickman was 6 seconds inside. New lap record, Peter Hickman, 134.45. 1.9 seconds the gap at the end of lap 5. The fans are going crazy on the side. What a final lap this is. Hickman leads. Peter Hickman leads. 1/10 of a second ahead of Dean Harrison. So here comes Peter Hickman across the line. He wins the senior TT at 135.4 miles an hour. We've witnessed history. So Peter Hickman, now then, he's ditched the Superbike. He's gone for a Superstock machine. The news is Hickman is trailing Harrison by 1.1 seconds. It's developing into the senior TT all over again. Dean Harrison versus Peter Hickman. Where will Peter Hickman filter in? And the gap is down to 0.04 of a second between Dean Harrison and Peter Hickman. He took the lead at Crognamona and it looks like he still holds that lead. The red flag has come out. We're on lap 3 of 4, but it's Peter Hickman who takes the win. Peter Hickman yet to stand on top of a Supersport TT podium. He has 1 win already this week. Hickman leads 0.06 of a second ahead of James Hillier, then 0.3 of a second back to Dean Harrison. Harrison now leads again. Harrison has it by 0.5 a second from Peter Hickman. Well, the lead swapped hands again. Oh, Dean Harrison!
Dean's gone in deep over the footpath.
Hickman wins again at the Isle of Man TT. It's win number 4.
And here's Peter Hickman on the Smiths Racing BMW, and he's already closing that gap ahead.
He is in the lead by just over a second, but you see those gaps, the whole top 10 in 10 seconds in 9 miles. That's close. The gap's getting bigger, 4 seconds almost. Peter Hickman's doubled the gap to Dean Harrison.
He's set a pace that the others can only try to follow.
We don't have to wait to find out where this man has finished. Peter Hickman on his way to another TT victory.
Massive credit to the team, you know, for them to be able to build a bike with no data, completely new, completely different to everything else on the grid, and for it to win straight away is a massive credit to the Smiths Racing team.
Peter Hickman is the man who's been quickest. Most of practice week, they've had so much practice qualifying. Surely he's got to be the favourite. The times he's been setting this week have been outrageous. Hickman is now 6.1 seconds up. Cam, he's smashing it. Is the tactic here to try and break everyone on lap 1?
I think it is. He wants everyone to know that he means business from the get-go. That was his intention going into this race, and that's what he's done.
Peter Hickman has been on fire all week, and he's converted that into the first win on the island in 3 years. It is Hickman who takes the Superbike win, his 6th TT victory.
One of the other race favourites, Peter Hickman, aboard the BMW. Now, we saw what he did in that Superbike TT race on Saturday. I'm sure he'll be looking for more of the same today.
Here comes Hickman into the split time, 3.6. So Hickman has absolutely destroyed them. Where's he found that kind of time?
That is an incredible amount of time to make up in that sector on the first lap of a TT race.
Peter Hickman, 7.6 seconds up the road. Hickman leads by 16.5. And the timing screen shows us it's Hickman who takes his 2nd win from 3 races. Absolutely fantastic racing. And now Hickman on the 10 in his usual position of chasing people down, and he's right on Michael Dunlop. So Michael Dunlop versus Peter Hickman. Stay with us. Disaster for Michael Dunlop. He's sat up on the bike. Shocker. Imagine seeing your board go from +0 to plus nearly 2 minutes. Oh, Hickman holding on. It will be his 3rd win this week. He's nearly there. Oh, little wave across. He's super relaxed. It is a 3-peat for Peter Hickman. 3rd win of the week here at the 2022 TT. He takes the Super Twin. So Hickman, we know, likes to destroy his opponents on the opening lap if he can. He's a previous winner. He's a 3-time winner this week. Can anyone stop Peter Hickman? Over those first 2 laps, he's managed to stretch a decent advantage. Oh, and there it is. 12.1 seconds. Harrison has kept the pressure on and the gap's come down by about 6 seconds, but Hickman is waving at the crowd.
He's waving at the crowd, but he doesn't want to take his eyes off the prize just yet.
But it's Peter Hickman who is going to take his 4th win of the week. That's going to put him in a very exclusive club.
As per usual, massive highs and lows all through the week for everybody really. The Gas Monkey BMW team by FHO Racing's been absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, 3 big bike wins and a little Super Twin win as well. 4 wins in a week. There's not that many people, I would say, that could have done that. We must be in a handful of people that, you know, with some super big names, you know. Yeah, Hutchies and your Dunlops, it's just, yeah, brilliant.
Hickman coming through, he's 0.6 behind on Dunlop. Okay, maybe we've got a tear up on our hands today, that's what we want to see. Hickman leads. Dunlop looking to respond. We know there's just a handful of seconds in it at the minute. So where is he? And he's at 7.5. It's nicked another couple of seconds, Cam.
It is, and we know as the race progresses, he usually only gets stronger towards the end. So I tell you what, Michael Dunlop's got a race on his hands if he's going to catch that.
Oh, look, he's 17.1 seconds up the road, though, Cam, from 17 to 20. So Hickman has not taken his eyes off the prize. And this one is going to be win number 10 to match his race number. Hickman is clearly on an absolute mission. Where is he finding the extra time? Just everywhere. It was a few tenths on the first couple of laps, and now it seems for Hickman on this last flying lap has really turned up the wick. Dunlop can't have given up yet, but Hickman is just pushing so hard. He's gone 4.5 seconds quicker in the bungalow sector. This is incredible. On a Superstock machine, he crosses the line. It's a 136.358 mile-an-hour lap and an 11th TT win.
Taking that 136 lap and your 11th TT win. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I'm just massively happy for the Monster BMW team by FHO Racing. You know, they've been working their absolute asses off for me all week, and it's not been easy. It never is easy, especially when you got Michael Dunlop on form and Dean's on form. Everyone's really pushing the boat out, which is great to see, and the bike just works so good right from the off. I was a bit slow to start with. I didn't really feel myself when I set off, but the first lap was just a bit kind of steady away, and then just kind of really built into it from there.
Peter Hickman on the Yamaha, first time ever for this machine at the TT.
Michael Dunlop tucked in, setting the pace.
Oh, he's pulled the clutch, and that is game over for Dunlop. Disaster.
And Mike Brown leads the Supertwin TT. Oh no! Mike Brown watches his first TT victory slip through his fingers.
And that hands the lead to Peter Hickman on the Yamaha R7 in its first year here. Brilliant. He's stoked with that, isn't he?
So he should be.
Peter Hickman. Now, if he wins today, he will equal the tally between him and Dunlop at 4 apiece. So Harrison leads by half a second at the first sector. Brilliant work by him. Dunlop looking for lap bridge, has gone a second quicker than Harrison. Oh, and Hickman has gone 2.9 quicker than Dunlop.
Peter Hickman has just done a 135.349 from a standing start. He's made his intentions very clear.
Hickman takes his 3rd senior TT and his 4th win of this TT. Hickman has the lap record, doesn't he? The outright lap record, the Superbike lap record as well.
Slightly further back than we've usually seen.
Michael is riding hard. He is pushing 19.2. The gap goes up again as we see Todd come through, 22.6 back. Michael Dunlop is in trouble coming out of pit lane. 25-second lead is about to go out there, and Todd's being pushed out the end of pit lane too. P1 and P2 have had a disastrous second pit stop here. Oh, Hickman's just 1.1 off the back of Harrison, but here he is at the end of lap 6. Hickman wins his 14th TT and he equals the great Mike Hailwood.
Everything worked pretty well. I mean, to be fair, we've been gifted it a little bit, you know, but it is an endurance race. You know, I've lost races here because of bike problems and other things, so to equal somebody like Mike Hailwood is, yeah, unbelievable, to be quite honest.